Oh boy. In body code, emotion code, we address this sometime, and I've brought up a little bit of that, what I understand about it from Dr. Nelson's perspective. And a lot of times we just go through the day thinking about our past. And that can be because literally when we look in front of us, we're seeing those past things. These emotions are powerful. And I think we have emotions to get to our feelings. I think there's two different things. That's just my little take on it. I could be wrong, but that's my perspective. That said, it's important to continue to move forward. The past is done, but we all have unresolved stuff. Now, we have literal magnetic imprints in the body. It sounds weird, but it's like little time stamps to say, well, back at this time, I had this experience happen and it felt this, or this. It wasn't good. Why do we replay that? When I find myself doing that, I want to say, what the hell are you doing? It's not now. That was 40 years ago. I think we do it because the feelings that we have are unresolved. So I think the best way to deal with that is to approach the self from a kind perspective and say, you did the best you could. Let's be a little loving and kind to the self. Treat yourself like a puppy. Be your beloved. Say, that's done. It's finished. If there's guilt, shame, and fear, that's something to deal with. But I don't think when we do that, it's just that one situation. I think we can get into a habit pattern of those things. And that's going to take some kind of, for lack of better words, conscious effort. I don't think habits can be changed just from conscious effort, but to ask for help from those beings who are kind, who are around you, either physical people or things that you cannot see, that you trust with your intuition that are there. There is help available. And the way to do that is to say, I want to live more in the present. I want the past to be behind me and the future in front of me. I don't have to know what it is, but I want to feel kinder and more comfortable with moving forward. That's just one way.
Well, it's such a gentler way than what I'm used to hearing because so often everything that you're focused on when you bring up the past is all the negatives or how you failed or what you could have done better or how awkward a certain situation is. So to be able to see it from a kinder, more gentler perspective is refreshing.
I think so. And watch kids. Kids, I mean, kids don't have the memories that you have when you're 40, but they just move forward through stuff. I'm mad at you. I hate you. Oh, wait, next minute. No, I love you. You're fine. They just move past it. And then as children, we get told, no, no, you need to this or to that. It's just part of human life. We're all just weird.
That's true. The older we get, the more we seem to want to draw out the negative.
Well, it is. It's like if you're on a train your whole life and you're visiting all these different stations and you get off and you buy stuff. We're collecting all this stuff and these memories. And by the time we're 50 or 60, we have boxcars full of stuff and memories. And that's where the dignity of detachment can come in, to ask for help and to say about other people, there by the grace of God go I. That we all judge people, and don't tell me you don't. I do. It's just part of life. We do that to try to be safe. It's a safety thing. But at times when we're comparing ourselves to other people, that's an insecurity that was probably deposited in our childhood from many, many years ago. So in 12 step work, in recovery work, the first six steps are about you finding out more about you. Get right with God. Turn it over and quit trying to fix everything by yourself because you won't. You won't. And then the seventh through the 12th step is more like taking those skills out into the world. So I think We have to practice these things. Will we ever get it? I don't think we'll ever get totally all of this stuff. But the effort and the grace and the dignity of trying and of humbling ourselves to the process, I think that is what creates the greatest change.
What a hopeful statement. And it's just in the trying that the change happens. It makes it feel possible.
It is. It's the trying as we're getting back on the train, we're moving forward and detaching some of those boxcars. You know, I don't need all that emotional stuff to carry with me. And things do heal. They do heal. Now, do you carry the memories forever and ever? In a way, you do. And I'll tell you why. It's very interesting. When we are incarnated, and everybody is over and over and over and over. When you are, and the Emperor Justinus in the year about 600, he and his wife took that out of the Christian Bible. They couldn't control people with that. Origen speaks about it, Epictetus, um, uh, great healers talked about this, philosophers, Plato, Socrates. And so we come in over and over, but we come in with different memories that we build, right? We don't remember the past lives, but they're there. You get different mind, body, spirit numbers. Your mind, this is your the numbers that control, in lack of better words, those bodies, the mental body, the spiritual body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the physical. Let's just look at those three. So when you die your body, there are things called seed atoms. There is an atom, literal, in each one of those bodies, your physical, your mind, your emotional body. And they go, for lack of better words, latent. They go into the etheric when you are in the astral planes, probably astral, some in the mental. Then, when you are going to be born again, spirit starts building the new body out of those three. So those things hold the memories of your other lives, but they're latent. You don't need to remember what you did in 1650 in England. It'll drive you nuts. But you do carry some of the memories of your soul group, of the experiences that you've had. So, a lot of the times when we're carrying the past with us too much, it's like we're trying to live in the past, and you don't come here to do that. You come here to have the absolute beneficence and the grace of creating new memories.
So, how can we look forward to the future and see the possibilities of those new memories rather than get stuck in what we miss of what used to be?
Oh, people a lot smarter than me have spoken on that subject. How do we maintain our joy? How do we maintain hope and faith? I think that is an internal thing that's based on your intuition. It's part of the divine feminine. And it is a belief without a belief, that you believe that without having to believe it. You just know it. You know that there is faith. It carries you through. You can't define what it is. How do you define what hope is? These are abstract ideals that we aspire to. Aspire. You can't ever reach, it's not a destination, hope or faith, but you can live within the energy field of those things. And it can color your days, it can color your experiences. And yes, it's stronger sometime than others. But perhaps seek in yourself, what do I really believe? What gives me hope? Am I following the dreams of another person? Well, maybe I have to do that until I can figure my own. But you will develop your own, and you will come to a place of more comfort with that. But how do you do that? You do that by finding more about who you are and what you believe.